Good morning, everyone. My name is Mayo. I'm from MasterCard. I work in MasterCard Advisors, which is part of our consultancy, and I deal every day with retailers and merchants, and hopefully we'll give a bit of a perspective today around some of the trends that we're starting to see, especially around omnichannel, but also, importantly, what shoppers are thinking and how our consumers and our partners' consumers are really helping drive some of this exciting innovation agenda. And then I just really wanted to touch on a few points around some of the innovation around payments specifically as well. So I think this is in a very exciting debate. It isn't all doom and gloom. There's a lot of exciting elements part of this, but clearly it opens up a huge amount of debate on lots of different levels. So just really to kind of set the scene a little bit, today there are as many as 10 billion connected devices worldwide, and that's due to increase to 50 billion by 2020. So the Internet of Things is starting to reach pretty critical mass, and whether that's your mobile, your tablet, your refrigerator, your car, they're all starting to get connected and have some kind of payment technology associated to that. So it's underway, it's here and now. We're not talking about the future, this is right now. And in many markets in Europe as well, a lot of transactions, over half of transactions are now electronic. So the digital economy has already changed consumer behaviour. It's about interconnectivity and communication through a commercial medium 24/7. So people are always on. They want to have a great experience anywhere, anytime, and on any device. So this changing landscape creates new opportunities for merchants, as well as some really interesting challenges. The ability to capture sales while managing costs, we've already talked a little bit about that this morning, but also adapting to the complexity of an evolving payments technology as well. So we believe that consumers will really drive to digital commerce based on the greatest freedom with least effort. And some of the primary needs for consumers are very much around convenience, wanting to pay anywhere, anytime, any device, empowerment, and also security, and that's a key driver from the research that we've done. So some of the trends, more and more consumers want to shop via mobile and e-commerce online channels, and these are growing at a faster rate now than the physical point of sale. And it's about enabling these key channels by providing customers with a secure and seamless checkout experience. And merchants improve the customer experience and reduce shopper abandonment through embracing this. And there'll be some practical improvements that a lot of the merchants will benefit from, for example, reducing checkout lines by leveraging mobile points of sale, for example. So customers want an integrated experience and they want to shop across channels. For example, they might want to order online and pick up in store, or order in store and have it delivered online. And we've seen examples of leading grocery chains putting virtual grocery stores on subway platforms. So commuters can do their grocery shopping during their commute and pick up their groceries when they're on the way back. Some of the payment technology around virtual card numbers, secure code for card payments have been in the market for some time now. And innovations using two-factor authentications are making remote payments even more secure. But it's not just online and mobile that are becoming more secure. We've got EMV, it's continuing to expand globally, making point-of-sale payments, including those done at small merchants, even more secure. So we asked the shoppers themselves as well. So we conducted, over the last few years, we've been doing an omni-shopper survey where we've reached out to 12,000 consumers across 11 different markets. And while retailers are searching for the balance between online and offline, we find the omni-shopper has cut through any barriers between them. Our research doesn't really show a huge amount of changes over the last few years on shopper behaviour, but it does show that technology and shopping options are being embraced by the consumer. And a lot of what we're talking about today is driven by some really strong consumer needs. So technology and e-commerce migration may be disrupting retail, but they energise consumers and they energise shoppers. Omni-shoppers are comfortable with technology, they're obsessed with research. It's not just the purchase, it's the before and the after. And they want a really exciting experience. So the next phase of retail development will really need to capture and build on this energy from our consumers. And the bridge between disruption at retail and the energy of shoppers will be built on knowledge of the omni-shopper. And we always, Marguerite mentioned this morning as well, that it's not just brick and mortar or it's online, it really is omni-channel. Consumers are looking for a joined up experience. So what we're doing is really trying to help merchants take full advantage of this digital transformation. We've got a huge amount of initiatives, one being MasterCard Labs, which is our research and development arm, which is really charged with fast-tracking a lot of payment innovations and works really closely with fintech organisations. And we're engaging with merchants of all sizes and developing solutions that make payments experience even better. And payments is obviously just one small component. We don't wake up in the morning as a consumer and go, yes, I can't wait to make a payment. We want an experience. We want to do the research, find out what's hot, what's not, make the purchase, then maybe even share that on online media. So technology now touches nearly every consumer buying decision. It's everywhere, a commerce tool that is always on. So with so many points of sale now, how can merchants provide a rich customer experience that helps them attract and importantly retain customers? So for over 50 years we've driven the technology that makes transactions safe, simple and secure, and today we really want to deliver solutions that help merchants in three key areas. First is to drive sales. We want to really help our merchant partners win in a very competitive and turbulent marketplace right now. Enhancing efficiency is key. Fraud costs, we're investing heavily in cutting-edge tools that protect our merchants. But importantly, delivering a really high-quality customer experience. And that's where we're starting to having to look at the omni-shopper in a much broader relative to just payments in itself. So, just summing up, the traditional retail model is really being challenged. Bricks and mortar stores are closing, e-commerce is thriving, marketplaces are becoming increasingly important. Welcome to retail in the area of disruption. I mean, it really is that. I speak to retailers every day and there's a huge amount of challenges which we'll talk about, I'm sure, in the Q&A coming up. But it's not doom and gloom, it's reality and it's change. And I think the smart companies are finding and will find opportunities with this transformation if they look to their most valuable asset, and that's their customers. The changes retailers are seeing in their fundamental business models, their inventory, their marketing, all of those key elements are being driven by customer behaviour. Thank you.